Welcome to the Richmond Raceway. Going to be knocking out ARCA Marable Mobile Detailing Series race here tonight. The final round before we start our playoffs. We got an exciting field here tonight. Blake Giglio, Wes Parker.
Back by me, Blake?
Start in the front row. A couple of Dodges out front. And we got the Pontiac of Lucas Hoytsma starting third. Mike Edwards, the 14 Toyota, starts in fourth. Quinn Newton, the number 4 Pontiac, rolls off 5th. Travis Martin, the 63 Chevrolet, will be rolling off 6th. Billy Davidson in the Kia, Lordco number 54, starts in 7th. Will Spark in the Holden, rolling off in the 8th spot. Zach Margerson, the Lordco Ford, rolls off in 9th. Ian Montrose, the number 2 SimCube Chevy, starts 10th. EJ Johnson, the Honeybee Racing number 91 Toyota, starts in the 11th spot. Kyle Akers, the Flemons Plumbing and wow, threw me off completely. Thanks, Daniel. Kyle Akers in the 46 Dodge rolls off 12th. Adam Crozier, the 45 Dodge, rolls off 13th. Christopher Alkire, the 43 Navy Dodge, rolls off in 14th. CJ Orndorff starting 15th in the number 18 Chevrolet. Ethan Evers starting 17th in the number 8 Joker Chevrolet with Elite Performance Industries on the side. Nick Hammer in his Tribute number 11 National Fallen Firefighter Foundation Chevrolet starts in 18th. J.R. Deal, the Reese Chevy, starts in 19th. Then you have Dave Hoytsma starting alongside him. And shotgun on the field, Daniel Lawal in the number 23 Labor 12 Pontiac. That is our full start.
Track temp is 100 Fahrenheit, 120 laps.
Blake looks like he is taking a EOL to get to the back. No one else is moving.
Good luck, guys.
Catch up to car number 43.
Like, just kidding. Let's take this to leader just in case.
Does that make me a leader now, thankfully?
Nope.
That is Lucas Hoytsma the leader.
Yep. We need to go ahead and reset our theme here. We'll lose our stuff here for a moment.
Why'd you get in the pole?
But we're going to look at our points while we're checking this out. As you can see, this is our last round to make it in. So tight battle for 12th and 13th, 1 point gap.
Who just killed it under yellow? Guessing it was them.
18 Swift, I need a replay on the 18.
Replay on the 18. His wheel's been breaking, so I'm sure that was... Sure that was part of it. I'm sure his wheel was being...
Catch up to car number 43.
What a debut.
Alright, we take the points out.
Keeps disconnecting. You don't need a wheeler.
120 laps here tonight. Pace car works our way down the back stretch as we get set to start this race. See if we can jump in and grab the rules for you tonight.
Good luck, Nick.
120 laps, 1 fast repair, 4 sets of tires, 50% fuel.
Alright, Swiss, here we go.
Pace car dives off. 97 Lucas Hoytsma becomes the pole sitter. See what he and Wes Parker can do on the start here. Hoytsma leads him to the line. Down off into turn number 1. Hoytsma and Parker still side by side for the lead. Parker trying to keep it wound up on the high line. Gets up out by the wall. Oh, the 91 goes around in the background. See if we get a yellow from that, but EJ Johnson has crashed. Looks like no yellow. Parker and Hoytsma still battling for the lead going into lap number 2, down into turns 1 and 2. Hoytsma wrapping that yellow line. Parker up high. Pontiac and Dodge doing battle. What year is this?
Full course caution, be careful.
Now we got a yellow.
Sorry about that, Dick. We just side by side. I pushed up a little bit.
It's all good.
Not seeing anything, but let's jump back and see what we can find.
Pits are open.
Sound like the 79 and 23 may have made contact.
Now, if that was you, Blake, that's another story.
23 gets up and into the 79. Wow. 79 comes down in front of the 16. Sounds like there's another incident up in front of that. Yeah, that's the 10 car.
I even gave your son the pole, and now you don't like me anymore. Or did like, I don't even know.
Oh goodness, looks like the
Nobody
10 got
likes it.
turned by the 2. Ian Montrose getting into the back of the 10 and absolutely
Green, let's
destroying
go.
the 10. Yikes. Will Spark taking a vicious hit into the turn 3 wall after getting contacted by the number 2. That Holden has seen better days. See if Will takes his fast repair here already. He won't let us look. I think we're going to need to reset that, but that's okay. Wes Parker leads over Lucas Hoitzma. Parker was able to get that lead off the high line, now has lane choice for the restart. Mike Edwards currently P3. Quinn Newton sits 4th. Travis Martin in 5th. Billy Davidson currently 6th. Zach Martinson 7th. Ian Montrose, Nick Hammer, and Ethan Evers, your top 10. Check the battle for the points. Currently, Christopher Alkire is 2 spots ahead of Daniel Llewellyn. That would be enough to secure that last spot in the playoffs, I do believe. Nothing's, of course, official until the league manager says so, but if we're
Whoever I
guesstimating...
hit, that wasn't intentional at all. It like flickered on my screen.
That's so good.
Field paces behind our pace car. See if we get the one to go here. Guess not, since we're already down in turn 1.
Michael, where are you going?
Let's see who we can grab real quick.
Don't hurt him. Don't worry about that.
Wes, DG, you got a copy?
Hello.
Hello, how are you, sir?
You know, just pacing, you know, gotta love it.
Yes, sir. Well, it looks like you were able to put up a good fight on that high line on the start, and now have control of the next restart. What are your thoughts? You think you're going to take high or low?
I don't know yet. I might just take the bottom, really. So, but I'm gonna regret it later on the fuel run because the tires are gonna be more worn out than Lucas. So.
All right. Well, breaking news: Wes Parker is the bottom. All right, buddy. Good luck.
Thank you. Bye.
That's the 22 Wes Parker Fort Worth screen printing Lionel Racing Dodge out front currently. We would stop in and chat for a little bit. May end up with a lot of pace laps here, so we may get through a lot of interviews. But that's okay. I like talking to our drivers. Good time. Nice community time. Welcome back, Scott. Hey, Mia. We're getting set for a restart here.
My breaking point is probably before yours.
Wow.
No problem.
Wes gets a great jump coming out of turn number 4, leading the field back with a restart. Clears the 97 of Hoitzma easily. Is that Quinn Newton in the wall?
Full course caution.
Sounded like that one was towards the back, but Quinn Newton definitely rode the wall a little bit.
Maybe the weirdest wreck I've ever seen.
Full course yellow. Pits are open.
Yeah, I didn't feel like I hit it. It just sucked me in. It felt like I felt like I.
Wow. Looks like the 46 kind of got on the brakes a little hard entering 1. Maybe. It's very, as the 10 car said, very odd. Looks like his car pulls to the right heading into the corner. Very strange looking situation. Let's go on board the 46 chase cam here and see what we can see.
Blake, I saw that right in front of me.
That's the 22. Why'd we go to the 22? Go back.
Green flag.
No, it's not green flag.
I don't
Calm
know.
down, crew chief. Very weird. Just One more
Sorry,
time.
dog,
I'm
you
so
bad boy.
confused.
Dog it.
Very odd. Well, looks like everyone mostly kept their vehicles in one piece. No harm, no
Okay,
foul.
dog,
Just
second high.
another few pace laps here. Jump back live. Believe EJ Johnson's going to be our lucky dog coming through the high side. Yes, indeed. I had to reset my timing screen, so let me close this. We're going to ride with EJ for a lap around the track while we fix our timing screen. I don't want that. ATV was being all kinds of issues today, but that's okay. Now he should be good. Or not. Kind of stuck on his car now. So we can get off people's car now. So you got Parker, Hoytsman, Edwards, Martin, and then Newton, your top five. Newton losing a spot after getting into the wall. Yeah, it's so hard to back him up. Crashed out. Sorry, bud. Kind of flipping through the field as they roll by. So I have 19 cars running, and currently all of 19 are on the lead lap. If we don't get one to go here, we might jump down and grab another interview. We'll see. Do get one to go, so we will stay out of people's ears. Field forms up two behind our iRacing sedan pace car. Yes, that is the name of this car. iRacing sedan. Not Ford Mustang, just iRacing sedan. Field works their way down the backstretch. Capacity crowd here at Richmond. Good to see that. Fans all the way around the stands. Now Wes Parker has control of the field. Takes a quick jump out of turn number 4. Hoytsman stayed a little closer this time, but Parker able to clear heading down into turn number 1. Battles on for the third spot. Mike Edwards and Travis Martin duel side by side. Edwards gets to the third spot ahead of Travis Martin. Martin seems content to ride for now, but up front, Hoytsman putting the pressure on Parker. Parker gets loose coming out of 4, gets a bobble, gets out by the wall, loses some momentum, and gives the lead up. Parker going ahead and letting Hoytsman have the lead for now. Saw him lift heading down in there. And then Parker back to the inside taking a peek. Parker maybe not wanting to run that high line as much. So Hoytsman, Parker, Edwards, your top 3. Then the Ghost Man sitting 4th. Quinn Newton, P5. You got a heck of a battle here. 4 cars under a blanket. And 54 and 55 teammates doing battle for the 6th spot. Then Ian Montrose and Nick Hammer battling for the 8th. Heck of a scrap going on between these 4 cars. Looks like Davidson's going to stay ahead of Margerson for that lap. Side by side heading back to turn number 1 as we work on lap 17 here. Oh, the 54 gets up and into the outside wall. Montrose has to take evasive maneuvers right towards Nick Hammer. Able to avoid hitting the 11 as he came off the wall. Very heads-up driving by those guys to avoid the falling back 54 Kia. Everyone able to sell it out. Margerson gets out ahead of these guys. See, the Kia has fallen back to the back of this pack. Ethan Evers now 9th, and Davison all the way back to 10th. Travis Martin putting the pressure on Mike Edwards. He's got that Chevrolet all over that orange and white Toyota. See if the Ghost Man's able to do anything. Just follows in his tire tracks for now. Perhaps just putting on the pressure, seeing if the 14 will make a little slip up, give him space to get by. Battle's tightened up front too. Parker all over the back of Hoytsma. Parker may have gotten the wall a little bit on a corner entry. Doesn't seem to have affected him too much. Maybe just a little kiss coming into turn number 3 there. Parker running just a little bit lower on corner exit. Seems to be getting a little straighter run off the corner. Gets to the inside briefly going through 3. Probably track up to the wall coming out. But Parker definitely giving Hoytsma all he can handle. Tense battle for the lead at Richmond. Staying with our lead battle, these
David,
two
I didn't even get a 0x on that.
still within 0.2 of one another.
Well, good.
Parker now peeking to the outside. Perhaps this is to get a run off the corner. Oh, he stayed up high the whole way through. Edwards in the orange and white Toyota grabs the wall a little bit in the background. That's going to let Travis Martin get a run to the inside. Martin really having to pinch it down as Edwards takes a lower exit. It's going to allow Edwards to stay third for the moment. Martin drops back into in line. Parker and Hoytsma side by side in front of him. Parker finally able to get that maneuver done. Takes his 22 back out front. Oh, Hoytsma gets into the back of him a little bit. A little bit of contact. Certainly didn't seem too intentional or angry or anything. But maybe not. The left side of the 97 is used up a little bit. Let's go back and see how Parker got alongside. Then we'll come right back. Doop, 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 doop. Yeah, there was a little contact there. It's perhaps the 97 not too happy with the 22, the way he gets by. Parker drifts up the track a little bit, gets into the side of the 97, pushes him up the track. So perhaps this was intentional, getting into his back bumper just a little. I wouldn't have been happy, couldn't blame the 97 if that was. Let's jump back live. 22 still out front, Parker, Hoytsma. And then the battle for third between Edwards and the Ghost Man. Now both of them starting to reel in the 97 a little bit. Edwards maintains for now. See if we have any other battles further back in the field. It's like Deal and Alkire are battling it out. Now this battle here between the 43 and the 23 is for the last position in the playoffs. Definitely worth keeping an eye on as this race goes along. The 23 and 43 were 1 point apart on either side of the cutoff line. Currently, this would put the 43 car in the playoffs. The 23 would miss it by, I believe, 2 points if things remain the same here. Again, that's only official when the league manager says that's official. But the way we understand the points, that's the way it would go down. Get off my lawn. Some Go Bandio in the chat, rooting for the 43 Navy Dodge. So this is a battle definitely worth keeping our eyes on as the race goes along. If Llewellyn gets ahead of the 43, I believe that would put them tie, and we'd have to go to the tiebreaker rules to see who gets that last spot. So for our sanity, hopefully the 23 either finishes 2 spots ahead of the 43 or behind the 43. That way we don't have to do tiebreakers. Llewellyn keeps working that inside, trying to get alongside Old. The back end kicks out, coming through too, but the 43 gets it tight, pushes out to the wall. That gives Llewellyn a good run. And now as they sit currently, this would put the tide. We would be tied for the last position in the points to make it to the playoffs. Drama unfolding at Richmond. 32 of 120 complete. The 43 looks like he's pushing hard. That'll allow the 91 and the 79 to get by. That would put Llewellyn into the playoffs. 43 struggling on front grip, it seems, pushing hard. Let's take a little trip through the field as we work this green flag run. Still our two leaders, Wes Parker and Lucas Hoytsma. Hoytsma's kind of tracked back down the 22 of Parker. It had been a bigger gap. Then you have Hoytsma second, Edwards currently third, Travis Martin in fourth. You have Quinn Newton fifth, Zach Margison all over his back bumper. Then you have Giglio seventh, Nick Hammer in eighth, Ian Montrose currently in ninth, and Ethan Evers rounding out the top 10. Billy Davidson's fallen back to 11th. Will Spark after taking a quick repair up to 12th. Kyle Akers currently in 13th. J.R. Deal 14th. Daniel Llewellyn 15th. E.J. Johnson 16th. Dave Hoytsma 17th. Christopher Alkire 18th. Oh, side by side with the 55 and 4. Zach Margison going up the track a little bit as he going through turn number 3 and 4. Margison able to get past Newton, take over that 5th spot, now under attack from Blake Giglio. 55 washes up high in the 4. Quinn Newton tries to get a run back down to the inside, heading down turn number 3, not able to get there this time. Newton sends it in deep and Giglio to the bottom, wrapping that yellow line. Actually gets the spot away from his teammate. So that'll move Blake Giglio up to the 6th spot. Now peeking to the high side of the 55. What up, T-Phrase? Anthony Alfredo bringing in the raid. What up, everybody? How is it going? We are broadcasting an ARCA race here. The Sidewinder Racing Leagues. Hope you guys had a fantastic time over in Anthony's stream. Appreciate that so much. Hope you guys are having a fantastic night. Catching a little Sidewinder racing action here in the ARCA League. You told him to send it? I appreciate it, T-Phrase. You're a gentleman and a scholar. I appreciate it so much. Get set back to our action. Giglio now up to the 5th spot, able to get around Margison as well. Giglio started in the back of the field, but working his way up quickly to try and join Parker and Hoytsma at the front of the field. Unfortunately for Giglio, he does have 6 seconds to make up. Could definitely use a yellow. Meanwhile, Nick Hammer trying to get by the 4 of Quinn Newton. And Newton not quite done with Margison yet. Yeah, Lucas is second. Parker's out front. Let's jump up front and show you. There's Wes Parker and Lucas Hoytsma. They've been nose to tail for quite a while now as they put a lap on the 43. That's actually important as the 22 gets into the wall. Wes Parker, our leader, grabs the wall coming out of turn number 2. Hoytsma able to close the gap off of that. Let's see if he takes the nose down low into 1. Hoytsma will send that Pontiac down low.
Inside, man. Sorry, dude. I had nowhere else to go other than only 8.
Hoytsma now side by side with Parker going down the backstretch at Richmond. Parker, though, able to hold on to the lead for now. We got to report the 11 crash, but I believe he was just pitting. I think he was just recovering. Let's see. Yeah, he came off the corner and gets into the inside wall. Does he get help? He does. Ian Montrose, the 2 car, involved in his 2nd accident of the night. So he gets the 11 Nick Hammer into the inside wall. Unfortunate for the 11, having a decent run now on pit road. Back out front, Parker and Hoytsma still doing battle. So work lap 43 of 120. Still nose to tail, 3rd place. Now Travis Martin, as he has gotten by Michael Edwards, taking over that 3rd position. Will Spark has retired his car from the race. Looks like he has made contact once again. He had already used his fast repair. So that'll move Spark down to the bottom and out of today's race. He will finish 19th. This is still our best battle on track, although Llewellyn and Deal have been trading the 11th spot. Huisma just stalking Parker for now. Huisma takes a little bit lower line going through turns 1 and 2. Pops back out by the wall and corner exit. This is a fixed series. That way the guys don't have to spend all week working on one setup. They can do many different series throughout the week. We run ARCA Monday night. Tuesday we run Xfinity. Wednesday we run Cup. Thursday we have a truck series. And then Saturday we have a Legends series. Those of you like the short track action and the smaller cars. Parker having to dice around traffic. Huisma going to follow it in a little bit. Take a wider entry. That's going to give him a great run on exit. He has to check up so he doesn't turn Parker through the middle. Parker fortunate. He actually kind of interrupted Huisma's run there with that parking it on the bottom. Working our way towards lap 50 here quickly. Kyle Akers, our 14th place car, now has gone a lap down. 13 cars left on the lead lap. Let's take a quick look through, see what else is going on. Margerson and Newton keep going back and forth. Currently Margerson 6th, Newton 7th. Our newcomer Ethan Evers currently in the 8th spot. A good little 3-car scrap for the 6th position. Take a look at our last spot for the points. Llewellyn is 11th and Alkire is 16th. So currently Llewellyn would take the last spot in the playoffs. As you see the 43 getting passed by this battle for 6th. Parker now getting a little bit of a gap over Huisma. About a half second. It's about as far as part as they've been all race long. Travis Martin currently riding P3. We know the Ghost Man is very good at saving his tires. Could be just sitting back, managing his stuff, hoping the front two kind of burn each other out. P4 currently Mike Edwards, the 14 Idealist Toyota, sits in the 4th spot. Blake Giglio, the National Fallen Firefighter Foundation Dodge Charger, currently 5th. Making his way ever so closer to the front. We said at one point it was over 6 seconds. It's down to 5.7. Giglio continuing to make his march towards the front. Then this battle for 6 continues on. Margerson, Newton, and Evers. Newton looking to the inside going into 3. Forces the 55 up the track. Quinn Newton not going to be denied there. Evers follows through. So that moves Quinn Newton to 4th, Quinn Newton to 6th, Evers to 7th. Now Ian Montrose closing in on this battle for 6th to make it a 4-car scrap. Newton currently 6th, now being stalked by Evers in 7th. Evers takes a look to the high side. Trying to see if he can get his number 6 Chevy around that 4 Pontiac. Nothing doing this time through. Evers just stalking the back of him. Parker continuing to lead here. We're working lap 54 of 120. Closing in on our halfway mark. A couple early cautions. Things have settled down and we've gotten a little green flag run going now. Tends to be the way these races go. See the 45 getting down low out of the way of our leaders. I believe that was the 23 letting the 63 go by.
Well, your face. Sorry, Constantine.
Montrose and 55 of Margerson doing battle for the 8th spot. Just ahead of them, you still see that battle between Newton and Evers. Oh my goodness, Montrose nearly got to the inside of the 55. Montrose catches the apron a little bit coming out of 4, upset his car, has to let the 55 get away for the moment. Meanwhile, just ahead of them, Evers looking low on Newton, not able to get the nose there.
Thanks, bud.
Newton going to hold on for now. Evers just keeps showing him the nose just to make him think about it. It's the 4 and 6 work their way out of turn number 4 across the start finish. That's CTC Pontiac in black and gold leading the Joker Chevrolet with Elite Performance Industries on board. Timing wise, this is our tightest battle on track. Getting a report that 53 may have binned it. He's just pitting. iRacing does silly things sometimes. Saying that's a crash, it's just a pit. Parker now extending his lead over Huisma, now over half second. Gosh. Martin, Pre-3, closing in. Gap's down to 1.1. You can clearly see him gaining on Huisma. Ghostman perhaps saving his stuff for the right moment.
You're insane.
Giglio has made his way up to 4th. That's why he heard that call from the 14 saying, "You're insane." He started from the back of the field just to challenge himself, he says. The 45 might be rubbing the wall a little bit, trying to let everybody by. That's what all that scraping noise we hear is. So Huisma fading back just a little bit. Parker getting away and Travis Martin closing in. I believe the tires may be gone on this 97 Pontiac. Perhaps Huisma not expecting a green flag run this long. Yeah, you see the back kicking out hard there, coming out of 2. Martin just inching his way in now, 4/10 back from Huisma. Still have the 4 and 6 doing battle, and behind them the 55 and 2. These guys just can't get away from one another. Ethan going to take a look low. See if he can get down to the inside of Newton going into 1.
Hold on, JR. Hold on, dude.
Oh, it's going to be tight coming off the corner.
Hey, well, Scarlet, I mean.
Evers ducks in. See the 11, Nick Hammer, trying to stay out the way. He probably has fresher tires, but is a couple laps down now. Well, just one officially. Things settle down for the moment here. See if we have some other action on track. Huisma has brought his Pontiac down pit road. Working lap 63. Lucas Huisma has brought the 97 to pit road. There he is. Taking 4 tires as the left side pops up. Huisma rejoins the field. See where he picks up at. Currently shown in 12th.
23 pitting.
You hear Llewellyn making his pit stop. See if we can jump on board the 23. Make sure he makes it in safely, because we are watching that playoff battle closely between him and the 43. About half the field now on pit road is Travis Martin has also gone down pit road.
4 pitting.
Making his way back out now. We have the 2 of Ian Montrose on pit road. 55 of Margerson right behind him. I believe the 14's coming down this time. Here he comes. Pitting out of 2nd spot for Mike Edwards. He turns the lead over to Blake Giglio. And 2nd is Ethan Evers. Oh my gosh. Cat just threw a bumper at me.
46 pitting in, 46 pitting in.
Pretty sure they just knocked over my water bottle. Or water cup. Sorry for the distraction. Don't expect the cat to throw a car bumper at you. But here we are. Blake Giglio leading the race. 67 of 120. I believe that was the 2nd place machine. Ethan Evers, number 8, bringing his car to pit road. He will be 6 going forward, just an 8 tonight. So that's why you see 6 on the paint job. This is his debut race with the league. Brings his machine to pit road. Giglio's still out on track, as you see the 97 Lucas Huisma unlapping himself, giving us 4 cars on the lead lap. Giglio continues to circle around. Giglio probably hoping for a yellow as the field cycles through. Their green flag stops. Parker makes it out ahead of Hoytsma. Hoytsma did pit the earliest. Hoytsma came down at 63. So everyone that comes out after will have a little fresher tire than him, including Travis Martin back here at the 4th spot, and Mike Edwards in 5th. Quinn Newton has finally got some separation away from Ethan. The 46 is around. When a yellow flag flies. Let's see what happens to our buddy Kyle. Back it up. Looks like he just loops it coming out of 2. Easy to do at Richmond. Yeah. Got behind on the steering, back end comes around. Narrowly misses the 8 car. There's the yellow that Giglio may or may not have wanted, now that so many cars are trapped 1 or more laps down. Thank you. So Giglio catches a yellow and traps all but 3 cars off the lead lap. Your only lead lap cars now, Giglio, Parker, and Hoytsma. Update on the playoff picture. This is big implications. Christopher Alkire in the 43 shown 13th, 2 laps down. And Daniel Llewellyn with the pit stop shown now 4 laps down.
Anybody who's a lap down can yell at Blake right now.
Got to top off?
So the
I believe that
23,
Blake Giglio should be parked the rest of the race for that.
23 of Llewellyn is trapped 2 laps behind Christopher Alkire.
Speeding in the pit, Swiss.
23, as you heard, reporting in there. Sped
So,
down pit road. Unfortunate to do that in the cutoff race for the playoffs. Trying to make it in as the last seed. The current leader, Hoytsma, is behind
Good, Dandy-o.
the 43. 43 will then be taking a wave round if he stays out. Let's see what we get here. Believe we're going to get the one to go. Maybe not just yet. There's the 91. Now the 6 car will be back on the lead lap when the wave rounds come out. As will the 55 of Margison, the 4 of Quinn Newton, and the 14 of Mike Edwards. They will all be going back on the lead lap. Ghostman, he got the lucky dog, so he's down there picking up his tires. Getting a fresh set bolted on before we get the restart. 43 gives up that wave around. That is curious. 43 was about to be on a different lap than Llewellyn, but now maybe not. As wow, I don't understand the pitting there, but hey, is what it is. Maybe he has a plan that I don't know. Working lap 74. Hoytsma, your leader, Giglio second, Parker third, Martin fourth as the lucky dog. Then the wave rounds, Mike Edwards, Quinn Newton, Zach Margerson, and Ethan Evers. Your top 8 will be on the lead lap by the time we go restart.
Wave around all them cars, and Travis has to get to the back of them lap cars.
Believe we just got the wave rounds now as the field starts to pass by the pace car. So Edwards in 5th currently gets to take the wave around. I think Parker was actually incorrect on that. He said that Martin would have to let them by, but I don't think he does. I think Lucky Dog gets to stay ahead of the wave around cars. Just check in on Martin. Crossing the line there. Edwards closing in. He's probably going second behind him. I don't think Martins has to give up the spot. Maybe he does. Interesting. Unusual to see the wave around cars have enough time really to do that, so it's unknown to me what they would have to do. But now we know. Ghostman does have to go behind everybody. Seems harsh. We are set for the restart. Pace car dives down pit road, and 97 Lucas Hoyts on the inside with the restart. It quickly accelerates out of the restart zone, getting a gap on Blake Giglio almost immediately. Giglio trying to sail it in on the high side. You hear some scraping in the wall back there behind. Someone had a nice little wall ride. Top three now. Hoytsma, Giglio, and Parker nose to tail. 3 leaders working their way, and the 4th caution has come out. Looks like the 46 once again has had an issue. See if we can catch what happens to the 46. Catches a little bit of the apron. Going into 3. And again in the middle of 3. Car comes around on him. Able to keep it from getting too much damage. Just a little scrape on the left front. Puts us back under caution, working lap 78 of 120. It's so much worse. That, yeah, I don't get it, Hayes. Like, that's so much worse. It doesn't seem like it's
Yeah, you're fine.
the way it's supposed to be. Because Martin went from 4th to 8th. Like, that doesn't make sense.
Lucky dog on the outside.
So that'll move Ian Montrose back to the lead lap. And all the cars that took the wave around can now come down to pit if they so choose. Take an extra set of tires. They do have 4 sets tonight. Yeah, no, it seems very wrong, doesn't it, Hayes? No, I get that, but usually it's the lucky dog and then the wave around cars. I don't understand Martin having to go behind the wave around cars. Because that penalizes him and costs him positions. That doesn't make sense. Know what I mean? So Hoytsma out front, Giglio second, Parker third. Now those guys are going to have the other lead lap cars right behind them. Mike Edwards back and forth, Quinn Newton 5th, Margison 6th, Ethan Evers 7th, Travis Martin 8th. They will all get to catch up and be on nose to tail as the lead lap cars. Montrose with the lucky dog will be on a lead lap, but he'll be at the tail end of the field for the restart. Let's see if we can give a chat to one of our drivers here. We've already talked to the 22. 97's not in chat. Let's see if we can grab the 16. Nope, he's not in chat. Slim pickings tonight. For the front of the field, we'll grab 4th place in the 14. Michaels, DG, you got a copy?
How's it going?
What's up, man? You're the only one we haven't talked to in the top 4 that is actually in chat, and this is only our 2nd interview, so go figure. How you doing, man?
It's good. I think that was the longest green flag run we've ever had at Richmond before.
Yeah, it was good to see. A lot of green flag runs, and even with some of the drivers in the field that have admittedly absolutely despised Richmond, and still getting in that long green flag run was pretty nice. I hope you enjoyed that, clicked off some laps. Looks like we have about 40 to go here. What are your prospects going forward now that you get to suck back up to the front 3 instead of having a bunch of lap cars?
Really just keep it clean. I mean, I'm in a good spot for the playoffs. I don't have a win, but you know, this is a difficult track, so I mean, I'm trying not to spin out and get behind everybody, then that puts me in a really bad position. So I got the 10-to-1 steering ratio right now, so I'm prepared for the short runs. So that long run hurt me a little bit, but guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, the long run I think took most of us by surprise a little bit there. It looks like we are 1 to go, so we'll go ahead and cut you loose. Good luck in the rest of the race.
Thanks, buddy.
That was the 14 Idealist Toyota of Michael Edwards getting a quick word in before we get the restart here. Let's take a look back at Mikey real quick. There he is, that orange and white Toyota. Field works their way down the backstretch, formed up 2 by 2 behind our iRacing sedan pace car. Lucas Hoitzman of the Labor 12 Labor 12 Pontiac, bringing the field back to the restart zone. Blake Giglio to his outside, that 16 Dodge Charger. Hoitzman gets to the gas, and Parker spins the tires a little bit. The 22 Wes Parker struggling to hook up on the restart. It's going to allow Giglio and Edwards to get away from Parker. Parker now struggling to hold on to the 4 spot with Quinn Newton to his outside. Costly restart for the 22. Parker now settling into that 4 spot. We got 3 wide behind him. Usually not a good idea at Richmond. 55 Margison, 63 of Martin, and then the 8 of Ethan Evers, newcomer to the series. Welcome to the series. We're going to go 3 wide on you, buddy, right around the short track at Richmond. Now the 43, Christopher Alkire looking to the high side. Alkire on a lap of his own in 13th. 1 lap ahead of his competitor for the playoffs, which is the 23. So currently, Alkire would be in by 2 points for the last spot in the playoffs. Edwards looking to get to the inside of the 97. Ramblin' Wreck, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that. Boogs, thank you for the follow. Your Holden paints are cursed? It seems like it, man. Seems like every time you get one of them Holdens, big death follows. That turn 3 wall didn't deserve what you did to it. I know you didn't do it on purpose, but man, oh man. About went right through that and straight to my mama's house. Crazy part is she lives off turn 1, not turn 3. Hoistman will run a little bit higher entry than Giglio. I believe that'll let him cut the apex later and get a straighter drive off. See if he's able to hook up for the long run doing that. Making a drive through. Taking the scenic route. Yeah. Just don't hit the people in the RVs that are on the other side of that wall. I know it doesn't show in this scan, but yeah, there's like RV parking over there. And there's a big drop off because that's where the tunnel comes through. Tunnel traffic. Giglio maintaining that lead. Hoisma having to deal with a whole mirror full of that 22. Wes Parker. It's got that Fort Worth screen printing Dodge filling up those rear views of that 97. This is, by timing and scoring, our closest battle on the track currently. Oh, the 97 Hoistman getting the back end squirrely coming off of turn number 2, but Parker unable to capitalize. Still riding in the tire tracks of that 97 of Hoistman. Guys work their way off turn number 4, crossing the stripe. Heading to start lap 90. Parker taking the high road, seeing if he can find something up there. It's going to be the long way around, but it is going to give him a run down the straightaway. Jim, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Uh-oh, we got a little bit of a glitch up there. Looks like everything is back to normal. 30 to go. 30 laps left in this race. We started with 50% fuel, 4 sets of tires in the pits. I believe most guys still have at least 1 set, if not 2. So if another yellow were to come out, you would see some action on pit road. Parker sending it down into the turn, trying to get under Hoistman coming out of 4. Has the nose alongside, but not able to get back to the power. Hoistman squirts back away on that high line. Parker getting so close to Hoistman's back bumper. Oh, Parker gets out of shape coming off of 2. That's going to cost him time.
How the hell did you save that?
Here, Edwards behind him in 4 saying, how did you save that? Meanwhile, Hoistman is actually closing in on Giglio. That gap now down to 2.4. 0.24, excuse me. Giglio trying to stay away from Hoistman. Hoistman trying to reel him in. Hoistman gives up time on entry, but closes it back down on exit. Hoistman backing up his corners a little more than the youngster in the 16.
You can have it here, Travis.
Here, that is 4th and 5th. Edwards giving Martin the bottom preferred line going into turn 1.
Thanks, Michael. You didn't have to do that.
27 to go.
Oh, you're way quicker. You're good.
Edwards being a gentleman there. Hoistman falling back a little bit from Giglio now. Going to have to run him back down if he wants to have something to say about this lead with 26 laps left. Here for your boy Ethan? Yeah, Ethan's a good guy. We like him a lot. Currently in 6th spot in his first race here. Showing off that Elite Performance Industries Chevrolet. Giglio starting to lose a little ground again to Huisma. He gains ground in the entry, but suffers on exit. Huisma is now going to get it down to less than 2/10. Parker right there as well. 3-car battle for this lead as we work with 25 to go. Huisma right out by that wall in entry. Such a fine line. Parker all over the back of Huisma is going to give it a shot down to the inside, going in turn number 3. Parker gets door to door with Huisma. So you'll be able to stay off of him coming off the corner and put enough power down. He keeps the nose beside him. Parker sends it in deep. Huisma actually goes up the track a little bit to try and get a better exit. Still door to door for the 2nd spot. Parker and Huisma. Parker down low, Huisma up high. Got a Dodge and Pontiac doing battle here at Richmond. What year is this? Oh, they make contact! 97 goes into the wall, but we have a caution behind the accident here. Looks like maybe the 23 of Llewellyn.
JR, I'm sorry if you made contact there, man.
Right as we got contact between the 22 and
We did,
97.
but it's all good. We still going straight. Short track racing, my brother.
Here's some good attitudes out there.
Man.
Always good to hear.
I saw the 0S and then I saw the wreck behind me.
Does the 23 go around on his own off the apron?
Nah, we good, brother.
Yeah, the 23 gets loose on the apron, and then the 46 kind of finishes him off, and then the 79 gets a piece coming through.
Dylan, I see you starting to go around.
We'll go to the rear view shot here, jump on Far Chase, and check this out.
Or,
But
yeah,
pit stops are
Dang,
going on, though, so let's
dang.
jump on board
you
those.
started going around and I just barely tapped his rear end.
The whole field coming down to get that final set of tires, more than likely.
Dog outside.
And they all stop almost synchronized. That was pretty cool to see. See who makes it out quicker. Wes Parker going to be the first one off pit road. Then the 16 of Giglio. 97 Huisma, 63 Martin, 14 of Edwards. The 6 of Evers, and the 55 Zach Margison. Looks like the 7 car may have gotten his lap back there. Or the 2 car, excuse me. Ian Montrose has gotten his lap back. Let's jump back on TV1 here. There he is. Currently shown as the leader, but I believe he'll have to let everybody by. I'm thinking only 2. I'm thinking that as well, Tito. As that was a very quick pit stop for the 22 of Parker. Able to leapfrog Giglio and Huisma. Now can he maintain that track position with the 2 tires versus 4? Because we know there's 4 tires on that 16 and the 97. We saw their left sides go up. Things getting interesting with 20 to go here at Richmond. Let's check our points battle one last time. You see that battle down there at the cutoff. Christopher Alkire 1 point over Llewellyn heading into this race tonight. If we take a look and see where they're running now, they are 1 spot apart on track. Alkire 12th, Llewellyn 13th. But they are separated by 1 lap, so unless Llewellyn can make up a lap on Alkire, it looks like Alkire is going to be able to maintain and keep that spot for the final position in the playoffs. Llewellyn, an unfortunate victim of the timing of the yellow, had just pitted right when that yellow came out, lost a couple laps, got 1 back on a wave around, and has been stuck 1 lap back of his competitor for the last spot. Should see the 2 drop back, because I believe he got the lucky dog. No, the 2's going to be our leader. Okay. Well, this is going to get interesting. The 2 stays out and is our leader. 22 Wes Parker takes 2 tires and is rolling off on the high side in second. Then behind them, row number 2, Blake Giglio and Lucas Hoytsma. Those two are on fresh tires, as is the 63 and 14. Things are about to get dramatic, I do believe. 18 laps left in this race. Montrose leading the field to the green. Montrose waits until the 16 has to brake a little bit, then takes off. Montrose able to clear the field. 3 wide for second momentarily. Hoytsma thinking better of it. Gets in behind Parker. Parker and Giglio side by side. Oh! Parker has to check up for the 4 and a massive crash happens behind. Hoytsma gets into the back of Parker. Parker had to check up for the 2.
Check up for Ian. They checked up for some reason.
Hear Parker saying the same.
I don't know.
Montrose checked up out of 2. Parker had to check up.
Deep in the corner, I'm sorry.
Hoytsma got right into the back of Parker, unable to see that in front of him.
Yeah, it was just a bad situation.
And then melee ensues. Just check in on the 43.
That big of a checkup either. It's my bad as well.
43 is still running. Has some left side damage after that accident. Don't know if he's taken his fast repair. Let's see if we can check here. If he hasn't taken it, he'll be okay. If he has taken it, it could be interesting here. Let's check from here
I like that car getting the lap back.
here.
Lucky dog going high.
The 43 has not taken his fast repair, so that's good. 43 can still get his damage repaired and stay on his current lap. So that wreck's not going to affect him too much. I don't think he even had anyone on his lap to race. He does now with the 8 car, Ethan Evers. Ethan on pit road. Now showing 2 laps down after having a really good debut going. Ethan now unfortunately 2 laps down after that crash. Well, Montrose stays out front as the leader. This is kind of the strategy he's hoping for. Lots of cautions. With those older tires, we go green, he's going to be a sitting duck. But if he can get repetitive cautions, he has a real shot to win this race. But now starting right alongside him, fresh tires in that 16. As well as the 63 Travis Martin. Mr. Ghostman riding in that 3rd spot. Then you got Mike Edwards sitting in 4th. Zach Margison in 5th.
What's up?
Lights are still on the pace car. Let's go ahead and grab Travis Martin. Say hello to
A
him.
little bit closer. Doesn't look that bad.
T-Mart DG, you got a copy?
Yeah, never mind.
Hello.
Hello. How we doing, ma'am? Looks like you've been hanging out for a good bit back there, saving them tires, and now it's go time. Think you got anything for those front 2?
I hope so. It's getting a little stinky in here. We might need a change of khakis after that wreck. But man, fun race here. We've been able to keep it, about the top 5 all day. That's really what I wanted here. This isn't my best track, so being top 3 right now is really cool. So we'll see how the race ends up here. We got some fast guys in front and behind. I think y'all are in for a show.
All right, buddy. We'll let you get back to it. Good luck to you, sir, and enjoy. Hopefully, we'll talk to you after the race.
Yeah, hopefully. Thanks, Steve.
Take care. That was the 63 Travis Martin. Getting a quick word with him before we get back to racing. Always a pleasure to chat with. Currently sitting P3. Has fresher tires than our leader. Same tires as P2 Blake Giglio. Things could get very interesting once again as we get set for another restart. Should be 11 to go when we get the green. Maybe 2 should have gotten tires. I mean, it's his option to try and stay out and win it this way. Can't fault him for that. It's kind of a Hail Mary. Lights are out on the pace car and we're forming up 2x2, getting set for a restart. Ian Montrose, number 2 car. SimCube Chevy, your leader. Blake Giglio, the National Fallen Firefighter Foundation Dodge in 2nd. Travis Martin, the Mr. Ghostman Chevy in 3rd. Mike Edwards, the Idealist Toyota in P4. And you got the teammates of Billy Davidson and Zach Margison side by side, row number 3 for this restart. Pace car is going to make that sharp left, and we are set for the restart. Ian Montrose, the 2 car, leads him. Can go anytime, and there he goes. Gets a good jump on the field. Battle is on for the second spot between Giglio and Martin. Edwards sends it, nearly gets into the back of the 63. Edwards clearly not anticipating that same breaking point as Martin. Giglio able to hold on to that second spot on the high side as Martin and Edwards doing battle. Martin gets clear of Edwards. Now set sail after the 16. Parker trying to find a way around Edwards. Montrose just sends it in there. It's going to be a little high. Is he going to be able to get it back down? He does. Definitely holding up Giglio, but they're trying to pass him cleanly. Giglio trying to get to the inside. Montrose put a bit of a block on him, but that's going to send him up the hill. The terrible entry into turn 3. Giglio going to clear him coming off a 4, but Giglio gets loose. Blake Giglio sends the 16 sideways coming through there. Nearly lost it all. Giglio with the fresh tires trying to prevail over the 2. The 22 smacks the wall hard. Wes Parker destroys the right front of that car. Coming off of turn number 2. Yellow flag has flown. Looks like Margerson was a bit involved as well in the 55. Let's see if we can go back and take a look what started this all. 55 just enters a bit awkwardly. See him slide in that car. Then separate incidents. The 22 smacks the outside wall. 55 goes inside wall. Just synchronized turn 2 wrecks there. One went left, one went right. One more time with Parker and this vicious hit he takes into the turn 2 wall. Takes a late apex. The car's already coming around. He tries to correct it. Smacks the exit of 2. Unfortunate for Parker. Brutal hit. They'll feel that one in the morning for sure. Goodness gracious. Well, here we are. Back under the yellow with 7 to go.
Outside.
Moldy high.
Outside.
Here our lucky dog coming around. I believe that's going to be the 91, and it is. Honeybee Racing Toyota getting the lucky dog back to the lead lap for EJ Johnson, currently shown in the 8th position. Nice run for EJ. Good to see him out with this. Doesn't get to run every week. Parker put himself in jail. That was a brutal hit, buddy. You okay? Got all the teeth still? See if we can bring in Wes for a medical interview. Wes, DG, got a copy?
Hello again.
Well, not the way we wanted to talk to you. Looks like just coming out of the care center. Looks like they've released you and said you are mostly okay. First of all, how you feeling?
Very sore right now. I got loose. I think I got loose like out 3 and 4, and I cooked the right rear tire and got it really hot, and then I tried to like dive it in there in 1 and 2, and as soon as I came out 2, it started getting loose. Like I was on ice just that whole turn, and just overcorrected, smacked the wall.
Yeah, it was a really vicious hit. I'm more worried about the wall than you, though, to be honest. I know you got a hard head.
Oh yeah, it was. It was. I mean, it sucks, but I mean that's I think that's like my first DNF for this. For this season. So.
Oh yeah, if you had made more races, you would have definitely been in the playoffs for it.
Yeah, just one more. Missed it by 1.
All right, buddy, you gonna keep running through the playoffs and have some fun with this?
Yeah, maybe here and there I will. I mean, for the rest of the season, I might, but it just depends when we get there.
All right, bud. We know when that 22 shows up, you're always going to be a threat for it. So we look forward to having more races with you, buddy, and good luck going forward.
All right, thank you. See ya.
That's 22 Wes Parker. We saw him in that devastating crash coming out of turn number 2. Should get our 1 to go this time by. Should. Never know with iRacing.
Is there lane choice?
There is lane choice. Pace car has turned their lights off. Giglio
I'd like to take top.
is taking the top in that 16. So he's going to move up. Montrose is going to have to take the bottom. So the fresh tire is restarting on the high side and has control of the restart. Keep that in mind. It's not the bottom car of the 2 this time. It is the 16. That black and red Dodge up on the high line is going to have the restart control. And with that, Edwards is licking his chops. Going to try and get ahead of Ghostman, with the leader being in his lane now. It's very good thinking. Giglio taking the jump, getting out ahead of the rest of the field. Montrose kind of holding up the two behind him. Are they going to try and split him? Not quite. Montrose trying to hold on with those older tires. You got two guys on freshies behind him. Edwards trying to send it up the high line, gets kind of pinched into the wall. Montrose able to hold him off for now, making the back of that car very wide. Edwards and Ghostman side by side, trying to get by Montrose. Those two cars are the biggest threat to Giglio, but they are held up behind the two. Fantastic lane choice by the 16. It's the 14 and 63. Just can't find a way by Montrose in the two. Working now 2 to go. Blake Giglio coming off turn number 4 to take the white flag. One more lap for Giglio to take the victory here in the Marable Mobile Detailing ARCA Series at Richmond Raceway. Giglio down through turns 1 and 2 to the backstretch. No one in close proximity to him, as Montrose, Edwards, and Martin still doing a whale of a battle for that second spot. Montrose doing a great job holding on with those old tires, and here comes Giglio out of turn number 4, gets it sideways for fun, crosses the line going sideways. Martin gets P2. Ian Montrose brings it home on the podium in third. Mike Edwards,
To give you
the 4th spot. Billy Davidson brings it home in the top 5. Zach Margerson, his teammate, in 6th. Dave Hoysmith, 7th. EJ Johnson getting back on the lead lap late, brings it home 8th. Christopher Alkire brings it home in the top 10, and that should get Christopher Alkire the last spot in the playoffs. So congrats to the 43.
That was a lot of fun there at the front.
And then Kyle Akers rounds out your top 10.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Let's see if we can grab the 43 for a quick chat. Bandio DG, you got a copy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey man, well, it looks like you just snuck into the playoffs there right at the end. Looks like you will be moving on. How excited are you, bud?
Excited and shocked, to be honest. I was. It was actually one of my cleaner races, other than the big wreck at the end there. I just kind of hung in there, so it was kind of nice.
Yeah, and you brought it home in the top 10. That was a heck of a job by you, to be honest. Kept your nose clean most of the race and able to bring it home, like I said, in the top 10 and making the round of 12. So congrats, buddy. Happy for you, and I hope you're pretty excited, because I am.
Thank you. Yeah, I am. That was one of my biggest goals to this for this season. So the fact that I made it is awesome. So yeah, thank you.
All right, bud. Thank you, and good luck in the playoffs.
Thank you, man. And yeah, we'll see y'all next week.
Yes, sir. You got any shout-outs you want to throw out?
Yeah, first of all, to Meatball Racing, the guys that race with me, as well as stackup.org. And yeah, just thank you guys. Yeah.
All right, buddy. Sounds good. Congrats on, again, making the playoffs, and we'll see you next round.
Awesome. Thank you.
That was Christopher Alkire in that 43 Navy Dodge. Normally, we don't do people finishing back that far, but we wanted to go show Bandio some love for making the playoffs there. Very cool to see. And then we're going to go ahead and bring in our top 3. So let's bring in Ian Montrose. Ian's DG, you got a copy? Ian, hello? I promise he's in the broadcast. No Ian? Alright, we'll send Ian back down. Trav, DG, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. Ian was there. He was just talking to. I don't know what happened. He might be having mic troubles.
Maybe. I brought him up and I'm like, talking to myself. Oh no, not again. Well, buddy, we get to talk twice during the race because you love to just come talk to me at the end of these things. A heck of a closeout, and you gave it your best shot. Looks like you got held up a little bit by the old tires, and very strategic lane choice by the 16 car there. And tell me kind of what your thoughts were there at the end, and how excited were you for tonight?
Yeah, was very excited for tonight. It said earlier, Richmond's not one of my best tracks, but it's a really fun one. Yeah, smart move on Blake to kind of pin me behind Ian, who had a little bit older tires than us. He was on a different strategy. Worked out for him great, though. A lot of tight racing there. I know I was sliding through the corners, at least in 1 and 2 on those last couple laps. Great battle with both Ian and Michael there. I know Billy was charging up to the field too, so it was a lot of fun. Got lucky there. I think Michael was about to take that P3 from me, but short track racing. There's going to be some bumping. There's going to be some banging. So I'm just happy to be on this end of it. Fortunately.
Yes, sir. It looks like it was a whale of a race and a whole lot of fun had, even though it's a little bit of short track bumping and banging, but no one seems to be too angry. That we'll call that a win going forward.
Yeah, as long as everybody can come away from it saying they had fun, that's all that matters. And it was a good race overall. Good hats off to everybody, and yeah, I can't wait to come back next week.
All right, buddy, lay those shout outs on me.
Oh yeah, I got to shout out my 10/10 boys, always over there supporting me in the race, even if they're not racing. And then of course, if you want to run some open races and you don't know where to start, make sure you check out McConeySetupShop.com. Use code GHOST for 10% off of your total order. Appreciate you as always, DG. Love talking to you.
Yes, sir. Love your face. Have a good night.
Love your face.
That was second place finisher Travis Martin, the 63 Ghostman Chevy. Let's bring in our winner, Blake Giglio. Since Montrose looks like he's muted, well, let's try him one more time. Ian, you got a copy? Still doesn't have a copy. All right, bud. Put him back down in the waiting room. Bring up Blake. Blake, DG, you got a copy, bud?
Say, how's it going?
Hey, man. Well, you put on one heck of a show tonight, sliding that thing around quite a bit, starting in the back of the pack just for the extra challenge, bringing it home in victory lane. Kind of tell me how your night went and what your thoughts were on the race.
Yeah, it was a fun race. All night there was always something going on, something to worry about. I thought we were done early. I'm not gonna lie. I got in that wreck early on, and I didn't know if it was gonna be fast or not because I got it pretty good. But luckily it was, and we didn't have to use our fast repair. And luckily we were able to save some tires and things to fall our way for us to bring it home P1.
Yes, sir. And man, oh man, what a crazy finish! And your lane choice there at the end, I believe, helped you quite a bit, getting the high line there, putting the 63 behind the 2 with the little bit older tire. And the 2 was definitely your best friend. He was holding up those guys with the tires, let you set sail at the end there. You might owe him a steak dinner, buddy.
Yeah, I might have to, man. Without him, I don't know if I would have won it. I know Travis was really good, and I knew Mike was good too. So I kind of picked my poison. I was like, all right, do I take? Because I felt like Mike couldn't be clear at the bottom even if he had a good jump. So I felt like the top was the place to be, and definitely paid off to me.
Definitely wise decision and outstanding maneuver there, getting the brilliant strategy to work out there. You got any shout outs you want to throw out there on me?
Yeah, we got Premier Racing setups. They give me all my setups for my open races. You for broadcasting, you do a great job with that. SRL as a whole, everyone that puts this league on to have fun. And just, I guess I don't even know the name that's on this, but I didn't
National Fallen Firefighter Foundation.
Yeah, them.
Firehero.org.
I didn't know I was running this paint until I got in here. That was probably a little bit confusing. So I apologize for that, and I'm going to get that changed for next week.
No, you've run it three weeks in a row.
I know. I just haven't changed it.
It's not confusing because you've run it 3 weeks in a row.
it looks pretty similar, though.
Yeah.
But I think we're at playoffs next week. I think we're in, from what I've heard. So that should be fun. I don't know where we're going next week, but
yeah, you're definitely in. You got enough races, and you had 3 wins on the season. That's the top spot. You're going in as the number 1 seed.
Well, hopefully we can stay number 1. It's gonna be tough, but hopefully we can do it.
Stacked field. Good luck, buddy, in the playoffs, and we'll catch you next week.
Yep, thank you.
That's your winner, Blake Giglio, in the number 16. Bringing it home, P1 here at Richmond tonight. Let's give one more shot to our guy Ian. Ian, you got this mic figured out?
Hey, dude, how are you?
Hey, we got him this time. Hey. Well, you turned a strategy roll of the dice into a podium finish. Take me kind of through your night and how that strategy played out for you.
Yeah, I got lucky. I got the lucky dog and pitted at the end of that and sort of gambled on the long stint, hoping that maybe we'd catch people out. Got some restarts at the front, but the people behind us were a bit too fast on those tires, so it was hard to keep. Like, I defended for my life. I told Blake I thought I was a bit too aggressive with my defending, but overall it was a bit of a scrappy race. Not the way I kind of like to race it, but come out of here with third place, honestly. With the way things were shaping up towards the end of the race, I think we'll take that.
Yeah, definitely had a lot of tires behind you, and you were able to keep them at bay for the most part. It took them quite a few laps to get around you, and so definitely put that one in your win column. Bringing home P3 on the older tires, a fantastic job in my opinion. Good job there. And you got any shout outs you want to go ahead and throw out there?
No, just thanks to Marables, to you for commentating, to everybody that was racing tonight. Hope everybody had a safe, happy New Year, and we'll see you hopefully in the playoffs.
All right, buddy. Good luck to you.
Take care. Have a good evening.
As number 2, Ian Montrose bringing his Chevrolet home in the 3rd spot, and finally got his mic figured out so we could give him a chat. That's going to wrap up our broadcast. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Hope you enjoyed. This has been the Sidewinder Racing League's coverage of the Marable Mobile Detailing ARCA series. These guys run every Monday night at 9:30. If you want to hit ! leagues over in the Twitch chat, that'll get you the Discord link where you can sign up and run these leagues with us. Monday night ARCA, Tuesday night Xfinity, Wednesday night we run the Cup cars, Thursday in the trucks, and then Saturday in the Legends series. Most of these are broadcast on various Twitch channels, including the one you're on now and the one for Clint Roberts, the Clobberts Cup Series, as I like to call it. But yeah, it's the Butt Kicker Cup Series, and he broadcasts it over on his Twitch channel, Clobberts. That is going to do it for our broadcast. We have to say that this has been iRacing. You can buy this car and these tracks and come on out and race with us on iRacing.com. And thank you so much for being here tonight. I appreciate you, and see you next week.